Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joe Steerbach, here just in time for the final episode of Dishonored. In the last episode, we made it into the light, we made it all the way up to the lighthouse. In this episode, we're going to flip the switch and actually get into the lighthouse proper. We're going to finally get our vengeance on Martin, Pendleton, and most importantly, Havelock. And at the very least, we're going to be saving Emily. So yeah, this is the final stretch. There's not really much in terms of what to do in here. In fact, I don't think there's any runes here. Oh, that's the marker. Yeah, the last area had like 2 runes you could get, but they're not. But this late in the game, I decided to kind of skip out on it because they're not really important for us. I think it's like
never doubt
3 guards here. There's one of them peeing off the edge of the building. Because you know what? Wouldn't you do the same? Uh-oh. Oh no, he's gonna hit those rocks hard. That's not good. What a way to go, right? I mean, dying after peeing off the edge. Guy's facing the other direction. Maybe knock him out. But y'all don't think. Whoa. Guy using my sleep star. Oh crap. You know what? There. Actually, you know what? There. I hate to do that, but that's kind of. I kind of like how the sword landed. It's cool. Okay, so I believe those are the last of the guard. No, I think there might be one more guard here. 1 or 2 more guards at the most. I think they're inside. Are they? I think it's Havelock speaking.
such a clever. Your talents wasted until he found faith. Callista, the nursemaid. Bitter piano, ejected from the academy. Samuel, a useless old man.
Oh wow!
Hungry for purpose. Couldn't be with us tonight. This is all Martin's fault. We hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison. Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job.
Poisons.
We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid. Always too sure that was my problem. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted.
Too sure of what I wanted to do when other men stopped to
Consider. Saw it as a weakness.
Whoa.
I know Corvo's coming for me, just like he came for the others. Crossing the island below like it was nothing. It's only a question of how and when. I'm lacking a countermove. It's all fallen apart. All the steps that led us here made sense. When I was young, I went to sea. Took command of a ship, and made aimless men into sailors. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy, and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed the world.
Sorry about being really quiet about this, but I've never listened to the entire
And not being
speech.
afraid of getting dirty. And now,
Also, I was kind of responding to
I'll
the
lose it
text
all to
there.
a man with a faster sword hand. Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong with the world. It'll make a good story for the history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer, and an empress. The man who brought down a titan, Admiral Havelock. Son,
Yeah, I think he was just looking right at me there. Is that all he's gonna say? Turn around, knock him out. Just because, you know, we've knocked out all the other guys, dealt with them that way. Oh wait,
Let me out!
here, Emily.
Who is that? Admiral Havelock?
You get her
If you
key.
don't let me out, I'm going to make you stand in a corner until you learn how to behave.
Oh, that is funny.
Who's there?
Oh. Gonna make you stand in the corner until you learn to behave. And real quick, I want to check it, explore this area real quick. Once we talk to Emily, I don't think there's anywhere else we can do. We can go. This kind of ends there, and you kind of do have a few more minutes. I believe if you kill everyone, it changes where Havelock is. Like Havelock is out here. And you chase him up here where he's about to like kill Emily way up there, I think. But yeah, we're not gonna go way up there. There's a few other characters that they change the way they play if you decide to go all guns a-blazing. But anyway, for now we're just gonna free Emily.
Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Yes, you will be. Youngest Empress in the world. You'll go on to lead armies and save lives. And actually, from my experience, from what I remember of real life history, that the young people usually don't make the best leaders. Man, I'm just saying. Both recent and previous history, recent and what's the opposite of recent? Far away history has proven that. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that politics. Anyway.
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand. And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
So yeah, that was Dishonored. A really great game, and oh yeah, I really like it. It's one of my favorite games out there. Well, what else can I say? It's a really good game. The ending, I have issues with the bilinear endings. What I mean by that is like the earliest example I can think of is Jade Empire. I think I mentioned that in an earlier episode. I've been playing it. I bought it for like $3 on Steam. There's the earliest example of a quote-unquote multiple choice ending that I can think of, where your allegiance determined like whether or not you're good or bad. And I have a problem with the whole good and evil concept to begin with, because it's the notion of what is good, what is compared to what is evil, and then what considers to be good and what considers to be evil. And it's all perception and all this other stuff, and I'll get into a little bit more into that if we have the time after the during the credits. But my whole fuss with like these endings, like usually the good and bad endings are either the same with just a minor difference. Like this one in BioShock is that way, and it's just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Where it's like they both rather really suck. It's like I said, it's from personal experience. and usually from the stuff I've seen, like you either take over the world and you're evil, or you don't take over the world and you're good. But you stop the bad guys from taking over the world. So yeah, Fable had the same problem with the ending too. And another thing about this, one of the main reasons I hate these endings is, with the exception of this game, I've seen in my past, other games, I think they're getting better at this. I think they're doing better with this. I think Fallout New Vegas did a good job. But the older games that have the multiple choice endings have this, you can change, like at the very end of the game, like you be completely good at the entirety of the game, and then at the very end, the bad guy's like, join me, and you're like, okay, I'll be good, I'll be evil now, and all that. Yeah, so like it doesn't even matter. Like I said, I think they're getting better with that in more games as they refine the system. I don't know, but anyway, going back. Anyway, like I said, there's another reason I don't like the whole good and evil concept in general, because again, what is good and evil? In Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO, I was playing on my friend's account while he was at work, and we were just kind of doing some of the story mission stuff, and I run into this one mission where you're helping one of Jabba the Hutt's ancestors, I think, and he's like a former criminal trying to be good, but he doesn't want the Jedi Council to know about his past, and he's trying to become a legitimate person. He's not trying to be a gang lord anymore. And what you're supposed to do if you want to be good is rat him out. But if you rat him out, by ratting him out, you end up screwing any chances he had. At least that's what the implied implications are. But it's considered bad to sit there and say, don't worry, I'll keep your secret safe. Or is it, I guess, considered dark side points. And I kind of look at this like, the dark and light side are supposed to be like good and evil concepts. And it just kind of doesn't make sense to me why you would do that. Why you would... Because wouldn't it be good if you got someone like him on your side? Yeah, it's a moral choice thing. It's like, it's just... Again, morals are skewed between people in anyway. Like, what I consider to be good, you may not be consider to be good. I can certainly tell you there's a lot of stuff I know that many high up officials, government, religion. This is like on all sides, no matter what side. Like, there's sides I agree. There's points I agree with, points I don't agree with. And yeah, so it's like I just like it's all morals. So yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to say, or I want to say anyway. I can't. By the way, I apologize for being a little being a little disjointed with what I was just saying there. I'm trying not to be, all of this is unscripted, and so it's like, I may have a good day where I can just kind of just bam, power through and just get my points out correctly, or I may have a day like this where I just kind of have to really force myself to focus. And also, I kind of want to keep talking over. The opening songs of the credits, because I have no clue if that thing is gonna get me flagged for copyright. I don't know if it will, but I may end up getting. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid YouTube's stupid little content ID thing. Which if you produce videos like me, then you understand exactly what the problem is with that. If you don't, let me go ahead and kind of explain for you. For people like me who's trying to make at least a little bit of profit, or a lot of profit for some people, what you put into your videos will affect whether or not you can make money. If you are using someone else's music, this is a big one. If you're using someone else's music or content, you would sit there and say, well, you would probably sit there and say, well, that's against the law to make money off that, right? Not exactly. There's something called fair usage, protect. It allows people like me, or not necessarily people like me. I'm in the gray area, in all honesty. But it allows people that want to do reviews and parodies to do reviews and parodies using other people's material. Like say you want to make a Superman parody, you can make a Superman parody without having fear of DC trying to sue your asses for making fun of their characters. You know, throwing a little hissy fit. That's actually kind of what started the whole thing. Like Mad Magazine made a parody of Superman called Super Lad, and DC, I think DC or whoever owned Superman at the time got their britches all tangled up and got all pissy about it and said, no, you're not allowed to make fun of our stuff. And yeah, the court said no, they are allowed to make fun of your stuff. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, anyway, going back to the content ID. So YouTube, a lot of people upload stuff to YouTube on a daily basis, hundreds upon thousands of people. So YouTube has this automated system using a huge library of stuff that they scan digital fingerprints for. That's what they call it, digital fingerprinting. Or they kind of look for music and stuff like that. And I know for a fact that nothing in Dishonored so far is going to get me banned, at least recently, because usually Bethesda's cool about it and they're like, hey, you know, free promotion for us, right? However, companies like EA, Nintendo, and Square Enix, and Sega, yeah, let's just go ahead and put it this way. There's a reason you're not going to see me Let's playing any of those games anytime soon. I mean, I did an EA game recently, and I got, like, do my stuff content flagged. Do my videos content flagged for it. I'm trying to appeal for it now. I'm trying to get those strikes moved, see if EA's cool about it, and if they're not, well, I'm not going to do any more EA games after that, and not that that's a big deal for most people. EA's the devil anyway, right? But yeah, as for like Nintendo, like you're not gonna see me do many Nintendo stuff anymore, just because Nintendo's really hardcore on the flagging stuff. I might do one every now and then, just kind of like as a little, like a quick little Nintendo video thing, but I'm not gonna do them very often. But anyway, here we are at the end of the game. I don't have any downloadable content. I may do that at some time in the future if I ever download it or not. I don't know. But if you ever want to replay any of the old missions, you can go to the mission to play each of them. I believe you can also, yeah, you can see your mission stats. You can see how much you've made, what you've done. I believe this might be your best scores. So let me see here. It's recent playthrough. Okay. My best score I would have gotten that rune. Whoops. Yeah, no, overwrite your previous saves. So yeah. One more thing, I'm not sure if this is going to show up. I think it will. Okay, it looks like it might. This is how you get the downloadable content, or you can just get it off of Steam normally. It'll open up their browser and stuff like that, so yeah. Is there anything else I want to show real quick before I end this Let's Play? I think I mentioned I really like Corvo's mark on his arm. Or on his hand, I mean. Yeah, anyway, with all that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off, or end the Let's Play off here. So yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play.